Well, good morning, everyone. My name is Khadija, and I'm delighted to welcome you all to our webinar today for business opportunities in the agri-food sector between Morocco and Egypt. It is an exciting topic, and we have an excellent lineup of speakers who will share their insights and expertise. Before we begin, I would like to thank our panelists and all the participants for joining us today. We are thrilled to have such a diverse and knowledgeable group of people with us. Before we start, I would like to give an overview of how today's session will unfold. So we will start with presentations from our distinguished speakers, each of whom will have between 10 and 15 minutes to share their thoughts and experience. After the presentation, we will move to a Q&A session where you, the audience, will have the opportunity to ask questions. Feel free to submit your question at any time using the chat or the Q&A feature on Zoom, and we will address as many as we can during the discussion. Our goal today is to provide you with valuable insights into the agri-food sector potential between Morocco and Egypt, and to foster dynamic and engaging conversation. I would like to start with a few overview on agri-food sector in Morocco. It is one of the cornerstones of the Moroccan economy, contributing significantly to the country's GDP and employment. Morocco is known for its diverse agricultural products, from citrus fruit to olive to cereals and vegetables. The government has implemented strategic plans such as the Green Morocco Plan and the Generation Plan 2020 and 2030 to enhance agriculture productivity, promote sustainable practices, and improve the value chain. This has positioned Morocco as a key player in the agri-food industry, not only in Africa, but also on global stage. Morocco and Egypt, both leading agricultural nations in the region, have significant potential for collaboration in the agri-food sector. We share challenges and opportunities, such as improving food security, enhancing value-added production, and expanding market research. There are numerous venues for cooperation. This includes joint ventures, technology exchange, and trade partnership that can benefit both countries. Egypt's strategic location and growing agro-industry complements Morocco's strength, offering a solid foundation for mutually beneficial projects. Today, we will delve deeper in these opportunities and discuss how businesses in both countries can collaborate to strengthen their position in the global agri-food markets. So thank you again for coming. And now I would like to introduce our first speaker, Mr. Eyad, the CEO of the Redmac Consulting Company and also chairman of the Trade Commission in the Moroccan Agri-Food Federation. Mr. Sobh, the floor is yours.
Thank you very much, Khadija. I'm very
we don't
happy.
Hear you.
Do you hear me now?
No sound.
Do you hear me? Hello? Hello, do you hear me?
Yes, I can hear quite well.
Sounds good.
Some of you is okay with the voice, but others no?
For me, its voice is okay.
Okay.
We can't hear
okay.
you.
So only Khadija, you are not hearing me, but others seems okay.
C'est bon.
Oh, okay, very good. Thank you
Thanks.
very much. Thank you, Khadija, for your introduction. Thank you for organizing this webinar. I am happy to be with you and be part of this event promoting cooperation between Morocco and Egypt in the agri-food sector. My name is Eyad SOBH, and I'm based in Casablanca in Morocco. I work in Redmac Consulting as a company that is helping industrials to increase this investment, to launch new products, and to promote exports in the agri-food sector. I will try to share my presentation, but Khadija, you have to give me to allow me to share this my screen. So if you can give me the
now it's okay. Good. Let's see.
You have to activate the screen sharing.
I think now it's good. You can share.
Okay. Do you see my screen now?
Yes, it's working.
Okay, is the screen clear?
Yes.
Very good. So I have, as you said, I have maybe 10 to 15 minutes to do my presentation. I will try to be on time. If you see that my speech takes too long time, please stop me. I will try during my presentation to talk about 5 points, give a brief description of the situation of agri-food industry in Morocco, to talk a little bit about our federation, FENAGRI, which is the national federation of agri-food sector in Morocco. And after that, I will try to share with you all the opportunities in the investments in this sector in Morocco, and to talk about what we call the bank of projects that is available today. And then at the end, to give you a brief description of what is Redmac Consulting and Agrifood Center. My presentation will be in general around the opportunities of investing in the agri-food sector in Morocco. This is the main topics that I want to share with you, and to share with you the attractiveness of this sector and why investors should come to Morocco and invest in the agri-food sector. Quickly, just to give you an overview about this sector in Morocco, we are talking about a network of more than 2,000 companies that are working in the food industry. The food industry is the food processing. We are not talking here about agriculture products, the fresh agriculture products. We are talking only about food processing, so only industries. And in this sector, we have in our database more than 2,000 companies based in Morocco working in this sector. This sector is it represents more than $17 billion of turnover, which is a big number for the GDP of Morocco. So just to show you that this sector is very important in global economy in Morocco. Within this $17 billion, more than $4 billion, $4.5 billion are exported. So again, this sector is well positioned for exports. And in terms of employment, 200,000 jobs is covering in Morocco. And in terms of coverage, this industry is covering only 70% of the local consumption. So it means that 30% of the processed foods is still imported in Morocco. And again, this shows opportunity to produce and locally to cover this 30%. In terms of exports, the $4.5 billion that we talked about, here I want just to give you some of the highest sales for this industry in terms of exports. Morocco is considered as #1 global exporter in the world for capers. Capers, you know, this product that we all put on pizzas. And Morocco is the #1 exporter worldwide. Of course, we are very known for our argan oil, which is very famous for cosmetic products. And the argan trees grows only in Morocco, and we are, of course, the global exporter of this product. We are also very well positioned in worldwide in terms of export of olives, citrus, and tomatoes. The government strategy, and Khadija talked about it in her introduction, has put industrial plan and put 4 main strategic targets for the industry for the next 10 years. The first one and the first target is the import substitution. We are all working to reduce dependency on foreign imports. We are increasing the investment in industry to reduce this importation. And the program is called Import Substitution Program. And of course, the food industry is well positioned in this program. The second one, of course, is decrease the investment in the industry, and job creation is the main target behind this objective. The third one is to boost exports and to make and to improve the trade balance. Today, still in the food industry, we import more than what we export. So the trade balance is negative. And the target within this series is to make it positive. So we are targeting more export than import. The last target in the industry is to make it green industry and to be environment friendly. The green generation, the agriculture program for the 2030 has a target to increase the processing rates from 20% to 70%. So you can see that the processing and in the food industry is a key target in this strategy to export more processed food than fresh products. Now, a quick introduction of our federation, which is the FENAGRI. FENAGRI is the biggest federation of agri-food companies in Morocco, and it's a private sector only. We have, as I said, a database of more than 2,000 companies, but are organized within associations. So the FENAGRI federates several associations by type of products. We have almost 15 associations in our federation, and every association is specialized in a category of products, like dairy products or biscuits or pasta, tea and coffee, meat processing, etc. And in our federation, we coordinate with all these associations to achieve our target, to be the representative of this industry with the government, to help them in their investment, to increase their sales, to increase their export, etc. If you want to have more information about this federation, please feel free to check our website, fenagri.org. This federation is organized with 6 permanent commissions, with the Transformation Commission, the HR, Innovation, Healthy Food, and the Foreign Trade Commission. And myself, I am the head of the Foreign Trade Commission of this federation. Now, why Morocco is attractive for investment in the food industry. And here I try to put the key reason to make and to explain why Morocco is attractive to invest. The first one is the number of the free trade agreements that we have in Morocco. In Morocco, we can export without any custom duties to the US, European Union, Africa, and all Arab countries. So when you produce in Morocco, you have all this region worldwide open for export without any custom duties. And this is a huge, of course, advantage to be based in Morocco and to produce, to manufacture in Morocco. The situation of Morocco geographically is very well positioned. We are at only 15 kilometers from Spain, and all the exports can be done by truck. So within 24 hours, our products are in Europe and can be dispatched all over Europe. West African country also, we are connected by roads, so we can send trucks to West Africa, to Mauritania, to Senegal, to Mali, and in less than 4 days, we can be in Bamako or Dakar, etc. Even the USA market, which is a free trade agreement by sea, we have only 10 days to bring our products to this huge market. The other point is the business environment. Everything is well positioned in Morocco to make the business very easy to launch. The first point is the inflation rate, and this is very important. In the Moroccan market, the inflation rate is very well mastered. I mean, we are very keen to make it very low. And if you take the historical inflation rate for the last 15 years, it's an average below 2%, which makes it very steady and economically attractive. And also, the government has launched many programs to subsidize industrial investment. And we will talk about it at the end of this presentation. I will show you in the food industry what are the kind of subsidies that the government is offering for investors. The last point for our sector, the green generation and the high production of agriculture products. As you know, Morocco, like Egypt, is a big country in terms of agriculture. Even if the last 2-3 years, the Morocco, we are suffering from dryness. We know that it's a big problem for us, but still the agriculture represents a big part of our economy. So within this attractive environment to invest in Morocco, we have prepared a list of attractive projects in industry. And the Ministry of Trade and Industry in Morocco have prepared in the last 3-4 years what we are calling bank of projects. And until now, we have in this bank of projects more than 1,500 specific projects in the industry. And this list is today available. It's a public list. And it's available in the website of the ministry. And everybody can have access to this list. These 1,500 projects are about all industries, all sectors, and represent more than $7 billion of turnover, extra turnover, if we run this number of projects. Within this 1,500 projects, we have almost 400 projects related to food industry only, to the agri-food industry only. So 400 projects are ready to be run and represent a total investment of more than $1 billion. So again, this 400 project related to agri-food industry is available. The list is available in the website, and I put you here the link of the website is banquedeprojet.mci.net, and everybody can have access to this bank of projects. This 400 project can lead to an extra net sales of $2.5 billion. Within this $2.5 billion, an opportunity for exports of $0.75 billion and can create 30,000 extra jobs. In these 400 projects, we identified 6 sectors in the food industry, and we think that these sectors are a priority. Of course, all others, the opportunities are there, but if you want to focus on the main categories, product categories that can bring the biggest part of sales, these are the 6 categories that we put as priority. So processing of fruit and vegetables, number 1, the pasta and couscous and industry. You know, the Moroccan couscous is very well appreciated worldwide, and the export of this product is growing year after year. We have also the processed meat industry that is growing very fast, especially in the halal market. The dairy industry also represents a lot of opportunities to invest in Morocco. Mainly when we see that still for the local markets, we are still importing big quantities of cheese product. So here there is an opportunity for investors to go in the cheese production. I think the last figure for cheese importation is more than $80 million of imports per year. And the 2 last categories, the olive oil industry and the BCC, which is biscuits, confectionery, and the chocolate sector, who are identified as a big opportunity to invest in the Moroccan market.
Mr. Sobh, I will give you 2 to 3 minutes to finish the presentation, please.
Okay, thank you for the reminder.
Okay.
So here again, as examples, list of the projects. So in the processed cheese, the food additives, the confectionery products. So in every project, we prepared a sheet with all information about the projects. If we take here an example of a project related to juice concentrate, you have the link to go to this project, specific project number 306. Here you have a model of this sheet. You have all the information about this projects of concentrate juice. You have data about the market, how much we produce in juice concentrate, how much we import, how much we export, what is the estimation of the investment in this project, etc. So you have overall data about this project to show you the importance of the project. And of course, if you need more data, we are available to provide. About the subsidy that I talked about, to encourage investors to come and invest in Morocco in the food industry, the government is offering a subsidy of which can reach until 30% of the total investment. Up to 30% of the total investment can be reimbursed to the investors, all investors. Of course, it has to be projects that are generating jobs. So minimum 150 jobs of the projects. Or if it's less than 150 jobs, starting from 50 jobs, it needs to be more than $5 million of investment. So if we have one of these two criteria, then the investor can benefit from a reimbursement of 30% of his investment. Okay, so now about our consulting company, Redmac. We are based in Morocco, as I said, and we give and provide support and help for investors in the food sector. And we help them to launch their projects in Morocco and to put in place the strategy, the commercial strategy, all operations, and also to help exports from Morocco to the European countries and also to African countries, mainly the West African countries, where we have an excellent network and contacts within distributors and buyers of food products in Africa. In parallel of that, we are running and we launched last year a new center, which is called Agrifood Center. This Agrifood Center is a platform based in Morocco and is considered as a hub for all the food companies and the food players. And this platform is providing data and statistics and studies about all the food industries. So we can provide the market studies, we can provide trends in consumer demand, we can provide statistics about all industries in food market in Morocco, and also the trend of export imports all over the world. This Agrifood Center is targeting the private sector, all the professionals in the private sector, industries or distributors or exporters. We are targeting also all the investor or financial organization that are interested in the food sector, and also all the organization or public organization or chamber of commerce that needs data, statistics, or studies about the food sector. Here, before to end my presentation, just to give you two examples of success stories from Egypt. These are two companies that invest in the last 2-3 years in Morocco. The first one is the Edita, big Edita Food Industries. They are #1 in the Egyptian market, in the biscuits market. And the last 2-3 years, they invested in Morocco and they launched a very high level factory in Bershid, which is in the suburb of Casablanca, with the famous brand Hohos of the cake, and which is doing very well and gaining very high market share in the Moroccan market. So it's a real success story here in Morocco. The other one is Casion, very well known in Egypt, and now they started only 1 year ago in Morocco with a very good success story. And last month they celebrated 100 stores open in Morocco, which is the retail. It's a retail chain for people maybe in Morocco who don't know Casion. And now they have more than 100 stores only in the region of Casablanca and Rabat. At the end, just to summarize, Egypt and Morocco, we can better cooperate to gain market share worldwide in this food market. And in Morocco, there is big opportunities to invest and export to the world. We have a competitive platform to source product, transform, and export. And we have already 400 profitable projects ready to launch. Thank you very much. And I'm ready to answer all your questions, of course. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Mr. Sob, for those valuable insights. We appreciate your contribution. Next, I would like to invite Mr. Ziad ARAFA to share their perspective. Mr. Ziad ARAFA is Industrial Working Project Manager at the German Arab Chamber of Commerce in Cairo. Mr. ARAFA, please go ahead. Please unmute your microphone.
Thank you for this our webinar and the great organization. And I want to thank all the speakers today with us. I want to start. I am Ziad, Agriculture Working Group Project Manager in the German Army. I'm responsible for the Agriculture Working Group. I will give you briefly description for the Agriculture Working Group. Our Agriculture Working Group is a platform. Our role in the chamber is the coordination between the government sector and our member as private sector to face all the challenges that we have in the market and to enhance all the challenges that we face all the companies in the market and in the culture sector. And mainly we make during meetings all leads to a different topic. Our topics for this year is of the agriculture creative law in Egypt, working on the amending this law. And the second topic, we are working on the amending the law of the pesticide fertilizer. And from give you briefly from the structure of our working group. The chairman is Mr. Hisham al-Nagar, the chairman of Daltex. The vice chairman, Mr. Amr Shahin, that will be with us today. Supply chain manager of RAYA, Mr. Mohammed Al-Banna, vice chairman of Banna. This is briefly of our working group of the agriculture working group, and I'll let to talk about the agriculture sector and the overview of the agriculture sector in Egypt, and talk about RAYA food and his steps in the agri-food sector in Egypt. Thank you, Khadija.
Thank you so much, Mr. ARAFA. We truly value your input. Let's now move on to our third speaker, Mr. Amr Shaheen, who is the head of supply chain at RAYA Foods Company. Mr. Shaheen, the floor is yours.
Thank you, Khadija, for the introduction. Thank you, Ziad. And I want to thank all the panelists and all the attendees for this opportunity. I think it's a great opportunity to have this platform on a regular basis to explore new opportunities between Egypt and Morocco. I think this is a very good idea to exchange thoughts and to exchange lesson learned and experiences. So thank you again. Okay, let me share with you my screen. Please let me know if you can see my screen. All right. So, I'm Amr Shaheen. I'm heading the supply chain for Raya Foods. I've been with the company now for 3 years, so I'm quite new to the industry. I've been in the oil and gas field running for ExxonMobil for 15 years. So all my experience goes back to the oil and gas, but now I'm in the agribusiness within Raya Food for 3 years now. So bear with me the details. Huh? Okay, so today Raya Foods is one of the companies that Raya Holding is possessing. Raya Holding consists of 12 companies. As you can see, these are the 12 companies within a wide portfolio of businesses. So, for example, Raya Foods is responsible for the exporting for the vegetables and fruits. We have Raya Customer Experience, which is a customer excellence within the customer service. Raya IT within the ATM machines. Raya Food Trade is basically trading, exporting and importing finished FMCGs. Raya Restaurants, we have a couple of restaurants that we own. Raya Smart Buildings, again within the retail business. So these are the 12 main pillars of Raya Holding, one of which is Raya Foods, that we will share right away. Okay, so what is Raya Foods? Raya Foods is a subsidiary again from Raya Holding. We've been within the market from 2016, late 2016, and we've been offering a wide range of frozen fruits and vegetables. Actually, we've been targeting firsthand the local market, and then we passed on the legacy to the international markets, and there we've been kicking off the borders until we reached several countries that I will refer back in the later on in the presentation. Okay. Okay, what is our vision there? Our vision is to be the top global impacting food company. Okay, of course we can be one of the top, but we need to be the top. We need to be there on this platform to be one of the top global food companies, enriching the customers' life and healthy, high quality. Our mission is to improve the consumer lifestyles. We need to go into the healthy lifestyle, and this has been a great topic to talk about, especially in the Egyptian market. Nowadays, the trend is going into healthy food within the sector. I mean, okay. So what is our product portfolio? As you can see, we are dealing, this is our product portfolio, and these are the main products that we have. We're dealing around 30 products. This is drilled down to 3,000 SKUs. So the 30 main products, as you can see, we have spinach, we have broccoli, for the veggies, I mean, we have cauliflower, green peas, green beans, and broad beans, carrots, okra, everything. For the fruits, our hero product is the strawberry again, and I will come later on and explain further about the strawberry. But we also deal with mangoes, oranges, red grapes, pomegranate. So we have a wide portfolio, yet our hero product is the strawberry. We are going red within Raya Foods. Huh? And the strawberry is consisting of 75% of the business within Raya Foods is strawberry, and we're dealing, I mean, 95% of our business goes to the export business, 5% within the local, and this is done consciously. We're trying to minimize the footprint, the local footprint, and expand and make it larger, expand the export footprint. Okay. Okay. So what are we sourcing? So for sourcing, we have a lot of things. We've been there in the market as I've been saying since 2016. We've dealt with directly with suppliers. I mean farmers, directly with farmers. So we began dealing with farmers, and then it came the idea of having our own farms with our own technical knowledge and with sharing the experience within our own farms. So we began at 300 or almost 400 acres. And then today we've signed the contract for 800 acres. As you can see, the evolution from dealing directly with the suppliers and then going into 400 acres and then now reaching 800 acres that we take care of in terms of the operation, in terms of technical supervision, everything. Okay. So having said that, we have been dealing with now we are targeting 30,000 tons of strawberry on a yearly basis. This was not the case at the beginning. Of course, we began with 7,000 and then we ran into the 10,000 and then 15, and now we're reaching today. This season, we've reached 25,000, and the 30,000 tons will be our plan for the next season, which is in December, in a couple of months. Okay. We of course we are globally certified with several certificates, the Global Gap and the Semetta and everything. And the irrigation, of course, is the River Nile. Of course, Egypt is having the River Nile flowing in itself. So this is a very good source, and it gives Egypt a competitive edge within the agricultural sector. Now, what are the main challenges here that we're talking about? One of the main challenges here is the weather. So it comes in both ways. The weather is medium in Egypt, and of course it is a sunny weather. Yet we can face a bit of rain, and this would be affecting the crop, which is affecting sustainable supply. So in order to have a sustainable supply all year long throughout the year, we need to do some measures within our farms, precautionary measures in order to sustain this sustainable supply. Also, one of the challenges that we have in Egypt is the pesticide-free product. Of course, farmers are knowledgeable about the usage of pesticides, yet we may encounter some turbulences within the usage, and of course, and that's why it came the idea of having the 400 acres and consequently the 800 acres in order to have quite a good technical supervision on our farms, and accordingly having pesticide-free products that will match the international standards. Okay. One of the challenges also is the season overlap, and this will come in my next slide. So what we have and when we have it, this is basically the season in Egypt, the seasonality in terms of products, fruits and vegetables, and as you can see, the strawberry, again, as I mentioned earlier, the strawberry are our hero product. So as you can see, strawberries begin in November. The strawberry season begins in November, and it lasts until May. And of course, simultaneously, you will have a lot of crops that are overlapping. And here comes the challenge. For example, the broccoli, it starts in December and ends in February. So it overlaps with the strawberry, which is our main stream. The cauliflower also carries the same problem, green beans, carrots, everything. So the challenge here is to identify your main product, trying to utilize your production lines at its best, and then maneuver between the various products, whether it's fruits or vegetables, to extract the maximum value for this one. Okay. I'm quite sure that you have a different seasonality plotting within in Morocco, but this one is mainly for Egypt. Now, coming to the product cycle, so you begin at the farm, okay, that we are contracting. So we have contracted farms, we have free purchases from the farmers. So you get the product, whether it is strawberry or any other crop. You get it into a prep house, you prepare it, okay? You get quality checks on it, and then you ship it to the factory. And here comes the receiving part. You receive it, our quality team sorting everything out and bringing a quite a good quality value to the product. And then comes the processing. After the processing, you come in the packing and then the storing, and then you test it, the pre-shipping test, and then you ship it to the customer. So this is basically, as you can see here in the plot, the product cycle: farm, prep house, and then the factory, and then it goes back to the customer. Okay, so for the traceability, we ensure our customers the highest quality by conducting upstream and downstream traceability. What is the upstream and what is the downstream? Upstream is everything or anything before the production, and downstream is everything after the production. So ensure the upstream and downstream traceability processes throughout the supply chain as a whole, okay? In order to have a clear line of sight where this product is coming from, and we can trace it back to its origin, to the farm itself, okay? So these are quite a good images from our business. This is the farm on the top left. This is the farm pre-season before the harvesting time. The second one is the how you can see the farm for the strawberry crop. Again, this is our facility, the one in the middle with the blue ground floor. This is our facility. This is our production facility. We have 3 IQF lines. IQF stands for individual quick freezing. This is a freezing method. This is the top notch or the most advanced freezing method in the industry. So we have 3 IQF lines. We have laser sorters. These are, and I will show you again in the next slide, these are the quality measures that we take within the production process in order to guarantee that we are eliminating any residuals, any rotten products, anything that should be displaced from the production line. Okay. So this is now you can see the washer. For the strawberries, we have the X-ray, we have the metal detector, we have the optical sorter, we have the check weigher. Everything that we do, and we adopt the most advanced technologies in order to have a good product at the end. Okay. So the planned production capacity that we have is 45,000 tons. As mentioned earlier, 30,000 tons out of it is the strawberry, and the 15,000 are dedicated for vegetables. We do have, this is quite a good production capacity within Egypt, of course. The plant area is 20,000 square meters. We have 350 employees and operation personnel. We have 7 warehouse. We have 7 cold stores. Each of it consists of 6 to 10 chambers. So we export any type of, we can tailor and we can customize the different packages, but the main packages is bulk. As you can see, these are the weights for the bulk, or you can get the retail packing for the retailers, not necessarily so we deal B2B and B2C. For the B2B, of course, we do the bulk, and for the B2C, we do the retail packages, as you can see. Okay. So Raya Foods is, as you know, I'm not sure if you know or not, but Egypt is the top frozen exporter of frozen strawberries in the world. And we used to be, from 2016 up until last year, Raya Foods was the second largest exporter in Egypt. But Alhamdulillah, we've reached to be the first largest exporter this year, and we got the info from the Egypt Export Council that we are now becoming the #1 largest exporter in Egypt. And this, of course, this is because of the team efforts, and this is a great milestone within Raya Foods history, right? our footprint. We
Sorry,
do
Mr.
have.
Shaheen, I'll give you 2 other minutes if you
Yeah,
can.
sure. I'm wrapping up because this
Thanks.
is my last slide. So we have quite a good footprint, of course, all over the world. And again, we are exporting to Europe, USA, GCC, Asia, especially China and Japan, and Russia and the Middle East. The main part comes within the USA, contributing with 40% of our export goes to the USA. And again, 25% goes to Europe, and the rest is diluted between Asia, Russia, and the Middle East. Again, we are exporting bulk or we're exporting retail, and we have our own brand. I think you can see it in Germany, you can see it in the UK, which is, as you can see here in the picture, it's called Lezza. This is our own brand. You can find it in the GCC countries or in Europe. Okay. This is the penetration map. We are exporting to more than 50 countries, 5 continents, again, mainly in USA and Europe. This is the bulk. And we're trying to expand our footprint all over the globe in order to reach a more platform for the customers to fulfill its essential needs. So I'm done here for the slides, and I'm ready to take any questions, if you will.
Thank you, Mr. Shaheen, for wrapping up our presentation with such an insightful point.
Thank
A
you.
big thank you to all our speakers for sharing their expertise with us today. Now let's move on to our final speaker, and Mrs. Deniz KASAPOGLU, who is the Senior Project Manager at Messe Düsseldorf. Yes, the floor is yours, Mrs. Deniz.
Thank you very much. So maybe I want to shorten it up.
Okay.
You see my screen, right? Yeah. So yeah, thank you also for the panelists and attendees who's coming to this webinar. So, and I think we have heard a lot of potential about the food industry and agri-food industry. And my panelists are also welcome to the Food Africa show and to take part of it. So I just want to give you a short introduction. Messe Düsseldorf is the organizer for trade fairs globally. So, and I want to speak about Food Africa, which is held in Egypt every year. And so we are doing it with 3 partners together with, yeah, we are covering all over the world and for potential exhibitors and visitors. And as you can see, Messe Düsseldorf is organizing trade fairs all over the world, which have different kind of sectors. It's not only food, but we have also steel and so on. But yeah. Yeah, Food Africa, it was starting with the 2 halls, and now the trade fair is exploding because of also the demand market, as my panelists also mentioned before. So the food industry is very important for Egypt, and now we are actually coming from the 2 halls to this view. So we have three halls, which is covering Food Africa with the food industry, and one is pack process, which is covering the machinery part with the packaging and processing, and the 2 shows building synergies to each other. So that's why it's a very good opportunity to come together with all potential exhibitors and visitors on site. And so as we can see, the numbers for the exhibition is very huge, and it's growing and growing because the food market is exploding. And Morocco is also, as Ammar before mentioned, it's a very huge market for us and a potential country as a visitor, but also as an exhibitor. And yeah, we can see these the African countries: Egypt, Sudan, Libya, Tunisia, and Morocco is one of the biggest visited and yeah, very interesting countries for us. As you can see, the profile of the visitors and exhibitors is the food and beverage manufacturers, and also for the packaging industry is the importers, traders, and wholesalers. This is a very a big point for us because we need potential Moroccan visitors and exhibitors on site. And yeah, everybody is welcome who is delivering from tea to oil to beverages, dates and fresh foods. This is the profile for the packaging industry. We are covering every kind of packaging machines and processing, but we are specialized for Egypt. Also the processing side. I think this is the very most important part for the trade fair especially. And yeah, this is, I think, also very interesting because the dates sector is a very interesting and a huge market for the Egypt. And I think it's the most biggest exporter of worldwide is Egypt. And I think Morocco is the importer of Egypt in case of dates. And I'm not really sure, so you know it better from the Moroccan side. And yeah, and also the fresh sector it's a very huge sector in the Food Africa Trade Fair. So as every trade fairs, we have for sure we have a conference program which includes different kind of associate panelists, or we have a women business forum. We have different kind of speakers and panelists on site, which is very interesting to get more about the trends about the agri-food and the food industry, but also from the other side, the packaging industry. We have, for example, a designing competition. We have a safe food initiative, which last year we had ZIC. I don't know, maybe it's a name for you, but the ZIC is also a sustainability partner for our trade fair, which is a very good brand also for different kind of packaging industries. And I think it's very important to mention the Hosted Buyers program, which is a part of Food Africa, and we are very proud to do that with the government of Egypt, because this is the most important thing for us, to bring potential buyers from different countries, and especially from African countries, who is searching for specialized products or machinery for their companies. And these are some names, big names, top visitors from our side. So in Egypt, but we have a lot of more than that. But I think these are the biggest top buyers who's visiting the Food Africa show. And especially we started for this year a matchmaking program, which you can get the contacts easily, and you can enter the matchmaking program and contact, for example, potential exhibitors and hosted buyers. Yeah, and there is no food show without a barista or cooking show. That's why we have it. So there is a competition with different kind of chefs and talented baristas on site. So you are really welcome to come on site in December and have a taste on the different kind of coffees and teas. And yes, so these are the sponsors and partners for the trade fair. And I think it's also interesting, we are on the auspices of the Ministry of Trade and Industry in Egypt, and we have a big and strong partners on site where you can also get in contact with them. So, and yeah, I think that's all from my side. I'm really happy to have you here at this webinar. And if you want to contact me, you can contact me via LinkedIn or email or mobile phone. So yeah, I want to thank you all.
Thank you so much, Mrs. Deniz, for wrapping up our presentation with such an insightful point about the fair. Big thank you to all our speakers for sharing their expertise with us today. Thank you for your attention and insightful contributions so far. We've covered some key aspects of the agri-food sector in Morocco and the opportunities for collaboration with Egypt. Now I would like to open the floor for questions. Please type your question in the chat, or I will read them aloud so one of our panelists can respond. This is a great opportunity to delve deeper into the topics that interest you most. So feel free to ask anything that's on your mind. if you have any question. I think there is one question from Mohammed Mescour. Does Food Africa also provide networking opportunities, events alongside the exhibition? If there is any strategies to expand or maybe organize this important event elsewhere, maybe in Morocco?
Yeah, this is a good question. So I think yes, it is possible to organize it in Morocco, but it's an established trade fair in Egypt, based in Egypt. I think Morocco has other food fairs, so that's why it's always a little bit challenging to implement such a trade fair in different countries, especially in Morocco, because Morocco is also very strong and maybe also a competitor for Egypt in case of food. But sure, I know Gorfa, I know the Arab Chamber of Commerce of Industry. So let us get in touch and yeah, we'll see.
Thank you so much, Deniz. I think there's a raising hand from Mr. Hans Hurry. You can activate or unmute your... Okay, no questions. Okay, so I think in the chat, there's one question. Okay, how can we collaborate with Egypt to assure growth in both our economies, knowing both countries have big potential in the agri-food sector? Maybe one of our panelists can
yes, maybe answer. I can take this one.
Okay.
You hear me?
Yes.
Yes, of course. This is the main question that we have to ask during this session. I think that we need to multiply number of events to talk to each other. I think this is the best way to develop our cooperation, to develop the trading and mutual investments between the two countries. Yes, let's know each other more. Let's share data between the experts in the two countries. When there is an opportunity, please give priority. The Egyptians, please give priority to Moroccan, and the Moroccans, please give priority to Egyptians. And I think this is the way we need to move forward. We have a lot of similarities. Contact is very easy. Contact between Moroccan and Egyptians. There is nothing to stop us from increasing our cooperation. The other point I want to highlight here is there is no competition in terms of economic competition between the two countries. We are in the sides of Africa, West Africa and East Africa, and we have all the continents as a market, and then we can go worldwide from Morocco and Egypt and gain market shares. I think we have expertise in both countries, and sharing expertise, sharing knowledge, know-how, etc., is the right way to increase our cooperation and to make our economies more healthy.
Thank you so much, Mr. Eyad, for your response. Please, if you have any other questions.
I want to add some point.
Yes, please. I think there's a raising hand from Mohammed El Ghazali, so I let him ask his question.
Okay, it's connected, it's not.
Yes, we hear you.
Yeah. Okay, and I think the cooperation between Egypt and is not only in the crops. I think we can benefit from the Moroccan experience in the pest control, the solar energy irrigation. It's not only the crops, in the export and imports, in the experience of how the Moroccan experience in the irrigation. I'm sure that Moroccan have a great experience in the irrigation and the localization of food industry in Morocco.
Okay, thank you so much, Mr. Ziad ARAFA. Do you have any other questions? Dear participant, please don't be shy. There's no raising hands, I guess. Okay. So now you have all the contacts for our panelists in the chat if you want to contact them directly. Yeah, thank you for all our speakers for their insightful presentation and to all of you for your active participation. I am pleased to inform you that the German Chamber of Commerce Industry in Morocco is organizing a Moroccan delegation to attend Food Africa and Process Messe in Cairo next December. So this is a great opportunity to attend the upcoming trade fair in Cairo and to showcase your products, networks with key players, and explore new market opportunities. We would be delighted to have you join us as part of our delegation. Please, if you are interested in participating, please let me know and I will send you further details and a formal proposal. And if you want to exhibit, we are more than happy. Maybe there's Mr. Mohammed Al Ghazali who raised his hands. I will.
Yeah.
Khadija, for the Moroccan delegation, I think we can matchmake with our working group members.
Yeah, with pleasure.
Of our working group, we can make a matchmaking during the exhibition.
Super nice. I will contact you about that.
Yeah, that's a great idea. Yeah.
Thank you so much for the advice. Thank you.
It's more than welcome.
Thank you so much. So I don't see any question for the time being. So it's been a fruitful discussion, and I hope you have found valuable takeaways from today's session on the business opportunities in the agri-food sector between Morocco and Egypt. Please, if you have any further question or would like to continue the conversation, please don't hesitate to contact us. We will be happy to facilitate any connection or provide any additional information. Once again, thank you for joining us today. We look forward to seeing you at our future event and have a great day. Thank you to our panelists.
Thank you, Khadija.
Thank you. Have a nice day.
Thank you all.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Thank you for speaking.